October 30, 2017. Houston, trading left tackle Duane Brown to the Seattle Seahawks does not make sense from a football standpoint for the Houston Texans. On Monday, the Texans traded Brown for cornerback Jeremy Lane, a 2018 fifth-round pick and a second-round pick in 2019, even after missing training camp, the preseason and 6 regular season games. Brown played all but 3 snaps for the Texans in Sunday's loss to the Seahawks and looked like he had been with the team all along. Duane Brown's strong comments about Texans owner Bob McNair on the heels of his contract holdout might have played a factor in his being traded to the Seahawks. Otto Gruel Jr. Getty Images. Duane played well yesterday, Texans coach Bill O'Brien said Monday afternoon before Brown was traded, noting he has no control over front office decisions around the trade deadline. Obviously, he's played well for us for a number of years. I have a lot of respect for Duane. Houston wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins offered his assessment. Duane Brown came out, and for a guy to sit out a long time, he played a good game. Hopkins said, "The Texans finally have a franchise quarterback in Deshaun Watson, who threw for 402 yards and 4 touchdowns in Sunday's loss to the Seahawks, and the team should be doing everything in its power to protect him." Yes, the offensive line, with help from Watson's mobility, has been able to protect the rookie so far, but why take chances with such a big talent and an important part of the team? Chris Clark has filled in capably since being installed as the starting left tackle at halftime of a Week 1 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but Brown is one of the NFL's best at his position, and trading him weakens the Texans' potential on the offensive line. The relationship between Brown and the Texans clearly soured after his holdout lasted into the regular season. Then, after Texans owner Bob McNair referred to NFL players as inmates during a meeting with players and owners about national anthem protests. According to an ESPN The Magazine story, Brown was the spokesperson for the Texans players about the situation. Brown said Friday that he found McNair's comments disrespectful, adding, "I can't say I'm surprised, and I'm sure there are a lot of owners that feel that way. I think it was ignorant," Brown continued. "I think it was embarrassing. I think it angered a lot of players, including myself. We put our bodies and minds on the line every time we step on that field, and to use an analogy of inmates in prison, that's disrespectful. That's how I feel about it." Brown's comments, just days before the trade deadline, showed he was not afraid to speak his mind and was not afraid of potentially being dealt. Although this trade had been discussed for much of the season, Brown's comments appeared to be a catalyst to get something done. Brown said Monday that it was much easier to block for Watson because his mobility and ability to escape pressure can cover mistakes by the offensive line. "I just couldn't believe some of the plays he was making," Brown said. "I've never blocked for anyone like him. He's a special talent. Don't know what is going on back there sometimes, but you know if there is some kind of trouble, you think he is going to get up out of there somehow, make a play. Big, explosive plays being made by him. Now Watson is going to be protected by an offensive line that has faced question marks all season and doesn't have a ton of experience. Although Clark has proved to be capable this season, he does not have Brown's track record of success. The Texans showed with this trade they're willing to sacrifice talent on the field because of off-field issues.